Why? Why not try to...
So there's been a lot of talk recently about people not receiving their SNAP benefits in November because of the government shutdown that's going on right now. And one of my friends who's a teacher posted on Facebook that something she always does in her class is she keeps like a bag of snacks, a jar of snacks. She keeps peanut butter and jelly and bread or whatever in her classroom so that kids who are there all day, who may not have packed a lunch or who may not have the means to have a lunch, can always come to her classroom and get snacks. And this is typical of a lot of teachers, honestly. But it got me thinking because she posted that if anyone wanted to donate to that snack pantry, it would be helpful for her this month because she sees a lot of kids, she foresees that a lot of kids will be needing those this month, especially because some of their families aren't going to be getting their SNAP benefits. So it made me think, something that I'm going to do this month. And I say this not to brag or to try to get kudos from people or anything like that. Really, to tell you guys it would be a good idea for you guys as well. There are going to be a lot of people who are going to be without their benefits this month. There are going to be a lot of people who are going to need food assistance who aren't going to get those things. So I'm going to go to the store later today. I'm going to buy a bunch of granola bars and different types of snacks, bring it to my wife's classroom, reach out to my friend who's on Facebook, my niece who also teaches and substitute teaches, and just bring some snacks to them to help them out, to get them through this month in hopes that this government shutdown ends and people can start getting those SNAP benefits again. And, I'm looking at a lot of videos on TikTok and everything, and it just like anytime the conversation about people's SNAP benefits and food stamps and stuff like that comes up, there's always people out there who have a take like this lady's take that I'm about to show you. And it drives me crazy because I personally am not shopping for my groceries and giving a damn what other people are shopping for. And I'm a health instructor. I talk a lot about health and how I think people should eat healthier and stuff like that. And if people ever ask me a question at a store, I give them an answer. If someone asks me about what I'm shopping for, or, if they see, sometimes there's been times when I'm buying a bunch of fruits and vegetables because I'm going to juice either for myself or I'm going to juice for my class or something. And people ask, man, you eat a lot of fruits and vegetables. I'll say, oh, no, I'm doing this juicing thing or whatever. And they'll ask me some questions about, health and wellness or whatever. So I'll give them advice. But I don't think it's my place to go around telling people, oh, you shouldn't buy that processed food or you should do this and that. But people think for some reason that if they're a taxpayer, they should be able to tell people who get food assistance what the hell they can eat.
You want to know why I'm not having an aneurysm over people losing their food stamps on November 1st? Here's why.
Come grocery shop with us. Go by faster. One of you. This what I pick and this what he picked.
I tell you what, how about this instead? If you're on food stamps, you get a pre-selected box of meat, bread, rice, food staples, and fruits and vegetables. No more handing you a debit card filled with other people's cash for you to go load up on Oreos. The goal here is to keep you from starving because taxpayers do not need to bankroll your junk food pantry or your health problems.
First of all, I just pay my taxes. That's what I do. I pay my taxes, and if people happen to benefit from the tax dollars that I spend, good for them. But let me make this clear to people. And I know some of you guys will say, Coach D, I've seen a video like this before. You do these videos a lot. I do because I think people need to hear it more. And I want to push it closer up to your videos, your newest videos, so that you can share it with people. Most people who get food assistance work. Stop acting like these people are just sitting around being lazy. They're not. I watched the video of a lady today who's getting her SNAP benefits taken away from her for this month also. And she says, I work 2 jobs, but I still qualify for it because of the cost of living where I live and the amount that I get paid. These people work, okay? Stop acting like they're not paying taxes as well. They pay taxes too. So yes, some of your tax dollars are going toward their SNAP benefits, but so are theirs and so are mine. And I don't give a damn what they're putting in their cart. I pay my taxes. I don't sit around going, well, you think you can eat that? You think you're going to eat that with my tax dollars? You're going to eat that processed food with my tax dollars? Oh, hell no, you're not. Why the fuck do you care? Like, seriously. I don't care. There are people in the comments saying, well, I have certain, dietary restrictions, so that's why sometimes I don't even care. I just pay my taxes. I pay my taxes and I move on. And those of you who care so much, there is corporate welfare going on in this country all the time. There are people gaming the system at the corporate level. They're laundering money. They're stealing from people's savings accounts. You have these just a bunch of horrible things going on at the corporate level. Those people get our tax dollars as well, through subsidies, through bailouts, whatever. They get it all the time. I never see people making videos saying, I'm going to go to that bank and tell them, you better I'm going to tell you how to spend that money. Let me look into your bank and make sure you're spending my money right. You don't ever do that. Somehow. And here's why. Bankers have lobbyists. They have people who can lobby for them. They have people who make commercials for them. They will dress their criminality up in something that makes you think it's a good thing. They also are the same exact people who are pushing the narrative that all these people who are on Snap are just a bunch of lazy ass people. They're just sitting around playing video games all day while I'm out here working hard just to pay for them to eat cereal and crackers and all this kind of bullshit. That is not happening. You live in this world where Fox News and Newsmax and OAN has told you this shit over and over again. You don't know anyone. I promise you. I ask people this all the time. Oh, all these people are doing this. Do you know anyone? Do you know anyone personally who sits around, plays video games all day, doesn't work, gets SNAP benefits, eats, and just sits around like, oh yeah, you bunch of dumbasses who are out there working? Do you know anyone like that? You don't. Do you know someone who knows someone? Typically, you don't. Those people don't exist. Our unemployment rate is at 4% right now. People work. They work. They still need food assistance because instead of shaming these people, instead of shaming those people who are using food assistance, using food stamps to pay for their groceries because they more than likely both work for a company that doesn't pay them enough to live above the wage area that allows them to qualify for that. Instead of shaming them, shame the fucking companies. If you look at the profit margins of all of these countries every year, they're always making more. They're making millions upon millions, billions upon billions. Every year, they're always making money. There's not a company that you know of that you've seen thriving all the time in this country that is not making more every year. Yet the people that work for them are still getting food stamps. Don't shame those people. Shame the companies. And yes, these people are just trying to do the best for their families. And I've also seen more videos of people saying that they saw videos of people saying they're going to steal other people's groceries. I've seen more people saying they've seen the videos. I haven't seen a video yet of someone actually saying they're going to do that. But let's say someone does. I'm telling you right now, if you came up to me and asked me for some of my groceries, I'm probably going to give it to you. I probably am. If you came up and you grabbed my groceries and tried to run off, I'd probably be like, yo, bro, I'm trying to feed my family too, I'm trying to feed my family too. That's probably the extent of it. I don't know. Like if someone's confrontational with me or something, I'm gonna stand my ground or whatever. But for the most part, if I'm walking out with groceries and I've had this happen, someone's like, "Ah, man, you got anything in there for me? Here you go, bro. Whatever, I have the means to do that." But I see these videos of people like, you take my groceries and you gonna see what's gonna happen to you. This video I'm gonna show you right now, this man is ready to end people. So he says, if they try to touch his groceries, he is going to end them if they try and touch his groceries.
So you're gonna steal my basket full of groceries after I leave the store? Yeah, I don't think so there, Hen. I've seen a lot of videos talking about how people's EBT is getting cut off, and so they're going to be stealing groceries straight out of the store. But I've also seen a lot of videos talking about how people are going to grab baskets whenever they come out of the store. That way they're not stealing from the store, they're stealing from an individual. Well, you grab my shopping cart full of groceries that I bought and paid for with my fucking money, and you're going to hear two sounds. There's going to be three sounds. Maybe. There's certainly going to be two sounds. The first sound you're going to hear is me saying, now, Han, that's a bad idea there. Better walk the fuck on. If you don't walk the fuck on, that'll be the next sound you fucking hear. And the third sound, son, I'll hear it. You won't. No, sir. I'll fucking hear it. And you fucking won't. Now, people are going to come back on this video and say, oh, you'd end somebody over a basket full of groceries? Yeah, I would. You damn right. Because that person is deciding to steal from me, they've already decided that that's what their life is worth. Well, they made that decision. They made that choice. You don't fucking steal from me. Fuck around and find out.
And here's the thing about these videos. They don't need to be made. Like, the only reason you make a video saying, if somebody takes my groceries, they're going to hear two sounds. The only reason you make that video is to try to seem tough. Because it's not like you think that the person who might be out there about to steal your groceries is going to be watching the video and go, oh, okay, let me make sure I don't steal his groceries because he made a video letting us know that if we do, he's going to end us. No, the only reason you make a video like this is so you seem tough. So you can go back to the comments and have a bunch of other idiots like you saying in your comments, yeah, me too, bro. They try to do that. I keep my thing on me. I'm going to do the same. Yo, full of shit. You're a bunch of people full of shit, a bunch of paper thin ass tough guys on TikTok trying to act like you'll do this and you'll do that. And the reason why we don't see a bunch of that in this country is because it's not happening. But the chances of someone doing this is pretty slim to none because it's just a bunch of people like you making videos saying that you heard people are going to do this and this is what you're going to do. You haven't actually heard that. You heard that from someone else who heard that, or you saw someone else's video that was stupid, just like yours, making videos to try to seem tough. Oh, you're going to hear two sounds. Oh, well, there'll be three sounds, but you're going to hear two of them. You're going to hear me say, hey, buddy, you better not do that. And the next sound you're going to hear is, and then I'm going to hear the third sound. Oh my God. Like, there are so many idiots like this with social media accounts. There are so many idiots like this with TikTok accounts. Like, it would be easier. How about making a video where you just say, hey, instead of grabbing my groceries, ask me for something and I'll give it to you. Instead of trying to be the tough guy online, how about being the empathetic person online, the nice person online? Like, hey, instead of trying to steal my groceries, people, I'm making this video for you. Just ask me, hey, Coach D, you got an extra box of cereal over there? Got an extra little, whatever, you want to go in and get me some, whatever? Yeah, bro, I got you. Instead, you got people out here want to tell people what they can eat. Oh, you get a box of meat, what the what? Just pay your taxes and shut the fuck up. Like, just pay your taxes and don't worry about where it's going. Just like you don't tell Donald Trump, I don't want my money going to Israel or Argentina or to the banks and all that. Don't try to tell people what they can and can't eat. These people work. They pay taxes as well. They just need a hand up while they try to figure things out. Like, just assume the best rather than the worst. God damn, I hate these people. Period.
Don't want no enemies or ops. Envy in their heart, I tell them stop. Vacation on the yacht.